Hello, my audience. I'm reviewing the Spider-Man trilogy from 2002 to 2007, with starring Tobey Maguire. I give Spider-Man 3 8 points out of 10 points. It is the best in the Spider-Man saga, the only one I've enjoyed. I give the first two ones 6 out of 10. They're mediocre, boring hogwash. Writing bullshit. With the characters, stupid characters, forgettable characters, all that shit. And sequels at least had decent effects. Spider-Man 2, starting with the sequel, because the first one didn't have decent effects with the CGI not looking polished. For its time. So, it got criticized about it and learned from his mistake was making a polished sequel with the sequel, was finishing up all the effects. That's why Spider-Man 2 is a better movie than Spider-Man 1. But watch the good Spider-Man movie for me. Spider-Man 3. That's where they bring in the black side of Spider-Man and Sandman, Venom, and Uncle Ben with his a twist and turn on the origin story of how he got murdered. And it turns out it was Frank. It was Sandman before he became Sandman and got the powers in Spider-Man 3. And we see in a flashback, and we see he wanted to save his daughter that's dying of eternal illness. And so, needs money. And he accidentally shot his Uncle Ben and felt guilty about since. So, apologized to Peter at the end of the movie. Peter forgives him, goes off to get money, save his daughter from terminal illness, and Peter lets him go. At the end of Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 1 where he faces Green Goblin is also doing an origin story but want to be a blockbuster. Spider-Man 2 is where it retcons the events and course corrects it. Because, they wants to put Peter and MJ together, make them an item in Spider-Man 2. And by the end of poor writing and execution, they become a couple at the end of Spider-Man 2. Then comes Spider-Man 3 where they break up because there's a toxic relationship. Surprise, surprise, with the writing and execution in the events of Spider-Man 3. They're a toxic couple instead of a wholesome couple like in the comics. But when does comic accuracy ever matter anymore for people? That's why I give Spider-Man 3 an 8 out of 10 points. It's a classic like Catwoman, starring Halle Berry. Or Batman and Robin, with George Clooney and Chris O'Donnell, and Uma Thurman. I love this movie like Skyfall, starring Daniel Craig, or Quantum of Solace, or Spectre. Never saw No Time to Die yet, but it might be fun. I'm sure. Have faith after the past ones. They might be decent, fun enough to watch. On replay value, like this Spider-Man 3 movie. I love this as a 8 out of 10 Spider-Man 3. I thought the first two were mediocre hogwash flicks, but they weren't bad. They just weren't great. 6 points out of 10. Mediocre for me. So, that's my review on Spider-Man Trilogy with Tobey Maguire. Goodbye. Like this video. Grow my likes. Grow my subscribers. Subscribe to my content. Grow my likes. And subscribers, please, my audience. and my newcomers. I'm Jake Allen Graham. Like my channel and grow my subscribers, please. Goodbye.